So in our first tutorial, we're going to start by opening up GitHub and sign up a GitHub account or register for a new GitHub account. The GitHub will help us create repositories that we can use to store our projects and keep our data. And also GitHub is what we're going to use for getting libraries and other things and so on. Hey guys, my name is Mr. Bai and welcome to our first Android tutorial where we're going to learn how to develop floating applications. And this is going to be uncut. That means we are going to, everything I'm going to be doing will be uploaded into the video. I'm not going to remove any single line of what I've said, even though it's a mistake. So initially this course outline is supposed to teach you how to program, how programming works, not to just make you like programming, but how it works, so that you come up with knowledge, how to know different things of what I should do when I'm stuck somewhere, where to go, what to do. So here we're going to sign up. Click on sign up. So my email account is this, and then I'm going to type in a password. Typed in a password. I'm going to continue, enter username, which I'm going to put as Mr. Bai, then continue. Why is it not continuing? So I'll take small letters. Okay, so is available. Okay, so it has accepted. What would you like to receive product updates and announcement via email? Type yes. Y for yes, N for no. So I'm going to type Y for yes. Then solve this dumb puzzle. Pick the spiral galaxy, which is this one. It's a spiral galaxy. Pick spiral galaxy. Still the same galaxy. Spiral, still the same damn thing. Spiral, still the same thing. So here we go. We're done. Then now create account. Okay, yeah, save it. I'll review that later. Change your address. So they've sent me stuff to my email address. That's where I'm going to go. So opening my email address from the GitHub account. Here I am, will verify my. Okay, the email has been verified. To verify, anyway, we don't need to set up anything like that. So this is done. Now in today's project, as I posted on the Telegram account, we are going to develop our floating windows or the freeform windows for Android. So we are going to be using Java and Kotlin. We shall develop one in Java, then we shall develop one in Kotlin, both different programming languages, almost the same. So these are just examples of what kind of looks you can come up with for freeform applications or standout layout or application. So we have this card.shoot view for our freeform. This you can come up with different designs, different depending on how you want it to be or what you're going to do. Maybe you're going to not to give spoilers or whatever we're going to do. later, because I'm going to ask you with time on something that you'd want me to add in the application. So for this tutorial, we're just going to I'm going to simply take you through the steps of how to build this kind of applications, the freeform applications. So first of all, when you're doing Android programming, the first thing, or any kind of programming, or when you're developing a website, an Android app, an iOS app, Windows application, always have a design, because it's really hard to take things direct from your head, a design of a particular application direct from your head into the programming. So it's best if you have kind of a design you have, either it's written or what. So most of the times I prefer using Adobe XD, which helps me design these templates, and then and then I come up with these designs and then I program them. So this is kind of what we shall be programming, different kinds of forms of application. Okay, we shall not program all of them at once, but I'll give you slightly a view of how to do this, how to develop it. So let's get onto it. Let's open our Android Studio and start from our first design. So here we go. So as Android Studio gets up, let's wait for it and just refresh a bit. Okay, let's refresh a bit. So it's roughly taking longer than it should take. That's because of the settings of OBS, the one I am using for recording. The settings I've used are kind of different, so I'll also have to explain OBS and the streaming and so on, all these programs that I use for this and so on. I set it to like higher. And so Android Studio is up. Hoping that all of you have done with installing Android Studio on your Windows, Mac or Linux operating systems. So Android Studio is basically an IDE that helps in development of applications. Right now it advanced from only Android apps to Android things and smart watch applications and operating systems into not only that but on high level languages like C++ and so on, whereby you have the capability of developing Android applications, iOS applications, web applications at once, which is Flutter. But since you have just developed, this won't appear until you install Flutter, which you don't need right now. You really don't need it. Doesn't help you in this moment. So anyway, what we need from here is the create new application, this button, this selection of button, whatever the hell it is. So click on it. Then it will open up a new page which has different templates to pick from. So since we are going to be dealing in phone and tablet, this is what we're going to be developing, not Wear OS, not Android TV, not any of these other selection. So select an empty activity, as I prefer selecting empty activity. It helps me start from zero, just with a simple template. You could also start with a no activity, but it's best to just start with just an activity with nothing on it. So click next. So now here we are going to give our project a name on the name part. So in the name part we shall give our project as standout. Yeah, let's give it as standout as its original library name and remove this. So when you name here, it will give here the manjaro name that came in was it's because I've been working on some project just previously before I opened under study again. So roughly you get the com dot something here, the com dot project name. Then when you change here up, it automatically change here down. The package name is going to appear in all your files, or the code, the Kotlin code, or under the Java code. So I think we should start with Java. No, let's start with Kotlin, since it's the most preferable language right now and it has a ton of support, and it's the like the language in market right now. So click finish and make sure this API is in 2021. You could even put it at 17, it's fine. Finish. Leave this, use legacy and read support, leave it, don't highlight it, make sure it's not checked. Then let's wait for it to build. Wait for it to build. So we are going to now get the library that's going to help us build this freeform windows, this kind of freeform windows. So you are going to, after creating your GitHub account, you're going to go into search and click and type in standout. So standout library, and say search in all Git repository, and delete this, remove this, search in all Git repository. So it's going to search. So this is the original standard library. It's the original one. That's updated in 2017. Yes, it's the original one. So there is also this one that's updated in 2019, which is kind of like the latest update. So you can use any of these two. The first one has examples on how to use it, and the second one is kind of just it doesn't have any examples on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to download this. So we are going to download this, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to use some of these libraries, or certain libraries like this, how easy it becomes for you. So open folder, I'm opening the folder, so extract here, and I've extracted it here. So initially the library I've downloaded is in Java, and I'm going to show you how to convert Java into Kotlin. So here we have our windows, and it's still building, and we have to wait for it to build. You have to be with your internet on, and it has to be running, like running internet. You don't have to just connect without internet. So let's go back to the folder we opened. Close this, open this. So this is where the library is. This is our library. This is the library we're going to use. This one here. This is our library. Okay. So this is what we're going to copy and place in our Android project, and I'm going to show you where exactly to place it, not press, sorry. Slide of time. So yeah, this is it. This is what we need roughly. Yes, this is it. This is what we need. Then good enough, this library comes with examples, whereby there are some examples here on how to use this library. Then it also comes with an advanced folder. This is just to demonstrate how to build a directory into it. It gives you some examples there. So we are going to I'm going to demonstrate for you how to use such examples. Let's see if our project is done building. Okay, it's not yet. So I'm going to pause a bit for a moment. I hope it has a pause button here. Oh, definitely it doesn't have. So we are going to have to just wait for this thing to build. So it's building. I'm going to divide it into two. So simply building this freeform applications, it's about the library and about the SDK, the SDK, which is what it depends on. The API and the SDK depends on that. So this old library that you have downloaded only has a limit to work on SDK 21, and then API 17 is the highest it can go to. Beyond that, it won't display on your phone. It won't display on it. And then the other libraries that I'll demonstrate for you if you're planning to upload to Play Store. I'm going to demonstrate the libraries as possible. So our build is successful. It was finished. As soon as you see this finished here, and also build successful, that confirms for us. These other small minor errors don't matter. This is because JCenter is I think decrypted from Android, so that's why it's demonstrating that. Okay, so below here, up here, so up here is where we have our app project. This is where all the files that we edit from our app, the Java. The manifest is where our structure, like the structure of our application is going to be in the simplest layman's term, or how our application is going to be run. Then the inside here, inside our Java project, that's where our code is going to be, or our Kotlin code is going to be. These add-ons right now they don't really make sense to you. And the drawable is where we put our icons and our layouts, designs, and so on. And the layout is where we design from our templates, or the design of the application, the looks of it. Then the map map is where our the launcher icons are, like it's where they will build the launcher icons. I'm going to also demonstrate that, don't worry. And the values, where the values for our color, the strings, the text, some strings like the text we want to use that we call to the application without rewriting them all over again. We're just writing them out. Then the theme is simply the looks of our application, or how it looks. Then themes, light and night, yeah, same thing. There's no big deal about them. So here below, Gradle scripts is where our project is built from, like everything. This is like our core of our project. We can remove this or leave it, doesn't matter. So the build.gradle is where we initialize the main repositories for our application project, or the repositories that run the whole project part of it. JCenter is decrypted now. Marvin Center is the one that we're using. Then Google. Then the build.gradle module. Then there's the build.gradle project, which is for the project. And the build.gradle module is where our dependencies and other libraries are initiated from. So here we have to change this to its specific, which is 4.13.2. You can leave it to the plus, but I prefer giving it a specific library. So let's build here. Let's rebuild to download this library, since we have changed that. The Gradle properties, this just aligns to the Gradle files that you would have downloaded into your Gradle project. I will demonstrate that later. Then the program rules, that's not useful to you right now. Neither this also is kind of useful to you, but if you're using Android Studio, it pretty much sets that up for you. And the settings, this one we are definitely going to use it. And the local properties. Not going to use it. This aligns to your SDK, which is in your Android folder, in the folder where everything is downloaded. Most of the things are downloaded except the Gradle folder files. So okay, let's close everything and start developing one by one. So number one, you're going to close this and head to click here up where the Android app is and head to project, then slope down and our standard project. Then let's head to the folder that we have downloaded, get this library, copy it, come here and paste it here, then paste, wait for it. There we have pasted our libraries here, pasted very well. So here, after pasting this library, now we need to call this library into our project. It's not yet called, that's why you only see here application. So what we do after moving out from there, we're going to go to settings and call that library. So here under include, which has included our application, let's head back to project, which is this. Now we also need to include this library project. So my friend, and this calling our library, which is written on library. Yeah, let me hope I'm correct with that. It's written on library. So this is not the end, this is just going to initiate like the calling, so that it's now to call it into our project or initialize it into our project. That's where we're going to come here and call implement. So here, copy this and here implement project. So the reason why I'm waiting for this, so that it helps you demonstrate for you how this works. So implement project, then here I'm calling library. Here we go. So I've now implemented the project. So Android Studio is the best IDE for developing Android applications, iOS, and so on, and those other applications that deal with it, because it gives you kind of it highlights for you how you're supposed to do it, or it gives you examples and also gives you like suggestions how this is supposed to run and so on. So our project is done building, and here's called standout library. So our library has been called here. So here's our library being called. Now we are going to have to start here. So our library has been called well and very well. Okay, so this video is becoming long. I'm going to start from here, from the next video. Here, right here, we have stopped without changing anything. So have a nice day. Don't forget to hit the like button and leave down a comment about anything you'd wish me to add on. So we're going to start from here in the next tutorial. See you next time.